to do with your home. Now, there are a couple important things to note here. Most people continue paying their mortgage until they die. I want you to be in a position where if you start this at 40, then by the time you're 65, you won't have a house payment anymore. The way you do this is by getting into your forever mortgage by 40. And I don't say forever home because what I'm going to talk about here doesn't mean you can't ever move, but it means that this is going to be the last mortgage payment you'll ever have, and it will last no more than 25 years. So step one, if you're buying your first home at 40, it means you must get a 25-year mortgage. This is the best option for most people because if you think you're going to sign up for a 30-year mortgage and make extra payments, most of the time you just won't. Stuff will get in the way, expenses will come up, and 5-10 years will pass and you won't have made any extra payments. And so making it a 25-year mortgage just makes it automatic. You have to make that payment. And it's not going to be that much more expensive than a 30-year. Plus, it makes sure that you are living below your means and buying a house you can actually afford and not over leveraging yourself. But for many people, by the time you're 40, or maybe by the time you're listening to this, you've already purchased a house and it was a 30-year mortgage. Here's what you're going to do. First, you're going to take your monthly payment, divide it by 12, and you're just going to add that on to your current payment. So you log into your mortgage payment portal online, and then you pull out a calculator. If your mortgage payment is $3,600 per month, then you're going to divide that number by 12, and you're going to come up with $300. And then you add your current mortgage payment back into that, and you come up with a total of $3,900. And when you set up your auto pay for your mortgage payment, you say, I would like to pay a little bit extra each month, $300 to make my total $3,900. And that extra $300 will go straight to principal. Here's why you're going to do that. Our example is using a $600,000 loan amount over 30 years at a 6% interest rate, which is $3,600 per month. If you pay an extra $300 per month, which nets you basically an extra one payment per year, because that 300 times 12 is the amount of one payment, then you're going to end up paying it off just over 5 years faster. By paying $3,900 per month, you end up paying it off in 24 years and 7 months instead of 30 years. Regardless of what your mortgage balance is, if you make the equivalent of one extra payment per year, you knock 5 years off your total mortgage, which means starting at 40 gets you done by 65. Now, there's another option that is very good for people who get paid every other week instead of twice a month. For those of you who aren't aware, if you get paid twice a week, then there are a couple of times per year where you actually get paid 3 times. And so by making your mortgage payment bi-weekly, in other words, paying your mortgage every single time you get paid, if you get paid on a bi-weekly schedule, not a semi-monthly schedule. If you get paid bi-weekly and you pay your mortgage bi-weekly, then guess what? You actually end up making an extra total payment every year.